ございます。今日もグリードフォールやっていきます。デッドバイデイライトやろうか迷ったけど、デッドバイデイライトな。なんか一人でやろうと思われへんねんな、あのゲームは。スキルチェック下手くそやしな。はてな。
Hello. I am Lair, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Hello. Desade. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
There are Onol Manawi among the Logaed Blau. I did not know that. What do you want from me?
I have to go.
Like so many others.
だいたい後々に関わるんやろなっていうのばっかりやな。早く来すぎたか。でもこの辺やねんな。上か。特にないか。はい、どいてどいて。
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in these wild lands.
Thank you. Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Father Justinius. Delighted. And what may I do for you?
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablets is a catastrophe. We have to find them at all costs. If you want to learn more about these tablets, you should go ask Sister Eugenia. She supervises the theologians who discovered them, and were also guarding them. You should find her a bit further in the village, with her colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlug most likely had a hand in this. They must have wanted to please the demons they worship by stealing the holy word from us.
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocently mentioned them. They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are involved in this matter.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
I wonder what really happened when the missionaries came to settle here.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence.
まだここに用があるな。ちゃんと聞いてなかった。石板盗んだやつどうこう。アイテムないか。アイテムはないか。
Father,
I'm glad to see you, my child. What can I do?
tell me about how you created this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. It was built around an existing native village. The islanders called it Vixenagad, which translates to the village of the old sage. We saw it as a sign. The natives have probably chosen this name in memory of Saint Matthias, and everything here fit the description of Saint Lucius. The discovery of the tablets proved us right. So, we decided to rebuild our Eden here, in the spirit of peace and harmony which is described in the scriptures.
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate and resume the work of our founder, of course. If he came here and managed to convert the natives, then it is our duty to do the same thing. By living side by side with them, it is much easier for us to pass on our teachings.
How well do you get along with the natives who live here?
Very well, of course. Especially since those who opposed our presence left.
Left? To go where?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? Those who stayed are on the path of enlightenment. Some of their legends must have been about Saint Matthias. That helped to convince them.
And how well have neighboring villages welcomed you?
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest. So, we sent them missionaries. There are still frequent conflicts with the village of Vedluk, a highly violent village of heretics. But the other villages, the more peaceful ones, are slowly starting to listen to the sacred word.
There is something strange here.
It often takes time for the people of the continent to get used to our paradise, but I am sure you will come to appreciate it.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
こういう人らはいつもそういう風に言うからな。いつかわかるとか。わからんのは経験不足的な。ブラザー。
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister Eugenia. She's our supervisor.
Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find the tablets that were stolen. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course. But hurry, I have a lot to do.
I talked to Father Justinius. He told me that you were supervising the theologians here.
Indeed. It is under my supervision that the research on Saint Matthias is conducted.
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Alas. I'm afraid there are many suspects. These tablets are priceless relics. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away from us. Or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to San Matthias later. But first, we wanted to examine them in order to obtain as much information as possible. You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to. But I couldn't find any traces of forced entry.
I imagine someone was keeping watch over it.
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken the task that seriously. If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil who was guarding them that night.
Well, thank you for these pieces of information.
I am the one who should be thanking you. Especially if you managed to retrieve the tablets for us.
The Mother Cardinal told me that this village had been developed on the basis of St. Lucius's writings. Are you one of the theologians who helped in its creation?
Yes. I was sent here to confirm that this place is indeed the one described in the writings, and then I stayed.
What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most of them were not in favor of us living amongst them. They were afraid we might chase them out of their own village. And there were even more protests once we started talking about searching for traces of Saint Matthias. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised stones and other places of superstition.
Were there any confrontations with the natives?
Yes. The warriors of the village attacked us. The Ordo Luminous actually had to intervene. The Inquisition managed to make them run away. The islanders tried to attack again with the support of Vedlug, but we stood our ground. And when Lur, the chief of the village finally accepted our presence, things calmed down.
Thank you. This information will certainly prove to be useful. Thank you. I will let you work.
Brother Fidelis.
If you are saying that these tablets bear writings from the very hand of our holy founder, then we must find them. Without them...
Do you have any ideas about who stole the tablets?
Some of the village savages helped us during the search. Perhaps they are behind all of this. There was a particular woman who seemed to want...
こいつか。
Greetings, Desade. I am handling the investigation into the theft of the tablets. Sister Eugenia told me to talk to you.
I'm Brother Virgin. What would you like to know?
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge of guarding the tablets on the night of the theft. Is that right?
Indeed.
What can you tell me about that night? Did you hear or see anything?
No, nothing in particular. The night was quiet, and then the morning after, we saw they were gone.
Someone had to enter the shack to steal the tablets. How did that happen?
I have no idea. The door was closed in the morning, and the lock was intact.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Not really. What I can tell you for sure is it is not one of us.
Well, Sister Eugenia did tell me that the tablets were priceless.
Of course. But our motivation is not the lure of profit. All that matters to us is their value as proof, not the money we could make out of them.
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many other settlers around here, and the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them. They were attached to them too, in their own way.
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research, but they helped us find where they were hidden. Some inhabitants of the village are still giving us a hand with our work.
Well, thank you. I will investigate where the theft took place.
As you wish. But you won't find anything there. And why does it matter, anyway? There were witnesses to the discovery of these tablets. We have all the proof we need. And that's all that matters.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove Saint Matthias lived here. Our actions on this island are justified. To keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tension with the natives.
I was not expecting a theologian to say such things. Have you been in Eden for a long time?
2 months, approximately. Back then, there were still some pagan natives in the village. I joined Sister Eugenia's team with some of my colleagues, so we could give them a fresh outlook on things. We arrived straight from Tulane, hoping to study some new texts. But once we were here, I understood that my real mission was with the islanders. We must bring the light to this island.
You talked about a mission with the natives. What did you mean by that?
I may be under the command of Sister Eugenia here, but my superior is Bishop Domitius. Our mission is to banish pagan cults and convert the entire population to the light. The island belongs to Saint Matthias, and therefore to Tulane, since the God of Light offered it to our founder.
If your superior's Domitius, you are a member of the Ordo Luminis. I did not expect to find one of its members side by side with the missionaries. They usually do not get along.
The Order goes everywhere the light needs to be revealed.
You have a very unique way of seeing things. I doubt everyone accepts it. How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain information from them about Saint Matthias, but they were very reluctant to give us any answers. We were also trying to educate them. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants of the village react badly. Most stubborn against our teachings, the warriors, and the marked. The ones the natives call the Onomanawi. They eventually left, and it has proved nothing but a blessing for us. I would like to go back to work now, if you don't mind.
Of course. I will leave you to your work. Goodbye.
京都やからって追い出すっていうのがちょっとこういう人たちの自分らの考え以外認め。
There is only one entrance and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
Can't believe it. This brother Virgil was unforgivably neglectful. Idiot must have fallen asleep, and then our thieves only had to take the keys from him.
It's very likely that that's what happened, but someone must have informed them. It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
It has to be someone in the village. If we find them, there's a chance we can retrieve the relics.
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here. They must still have allies in the village, family or friends. We should go talk to the chief of the natives. He will certainly know who is close to the exiles, and enough about the researchers to inform them.
ちょっと字幕がおかしい時があるな。じじいがちょっとおねえ言葉やったし。これでさっきの長のとこ行くんか。村長リーダー。あ、こっち村出ちゃう。まあでも後から来て我が物顔というか説教されるのはちょっと嫌やな。
You have returned on Manawi. Do you need something else?
I've heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Teleme, and how you received them.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place where their saint had lived. They were asking questions, talking about the Lloyd and all these things. One morning they were building houses next to ours. And we had new neighbors.
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you. How did that happen?
As long as we refused to listen to them, they were violent, and they destroyed some of our sanctuaries. So we let them talk. And now that they think that we love their god, they leave us alone. Some of the things they say are beautiful, and their magic is impressive. But we do not forget our spirits.
One of the theologians told me that you would help them in their research.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they call Saint Matthäus, and they were rummaging through everything. Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything, because the old sage is sacred here. But since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise to guide them to the place where the stones were.
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave the village?
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They tried to retake the village. They even asked Deirdre, the chief of Vedlug, for her help. So, the priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns, and they killed many of them. I asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted to join Vedlug. Perhaps they have done so.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course. unreverse tyrant. But this village may be our opportunity.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, nor monsters, but men. Perhaps wiser than they are.
I think I know who stole the tablets.
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave. They must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who stayed here.
You may be right, but you may also be wrong.
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have, how do you think they will interrogate you?
You're probably right. The Inquisitors would come back, and my people would suffer. I do not want to break the peace that I did all I could to make. I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindwa. She helps the priests who seek the old sage.
If she's helping the priests, why would she betray them now?
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave the village. He is filled with anger and fury. If you go talk to her, please, do not hurt her. She is but a mother who acted according to her son's wishes.
I have no intention of hurting her, but things may not be so simple when it comes to her son. I have to go.
Like so many others.
I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
I find it regrettable that my colleagues aren't more honest when it comes to history. Nothing solid has ever been built on lies.
Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur.
確かに込み入ってきたな。そんなややこしいん。とりあえず話聞かなあかんか。
Greetings. Are you Vindwa?
Bertier Tumad. Yes, that is me. What do you want?
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of Saint Matthias.
No, this is not true. It wasn't me.
There's no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had to leave the village.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what do you want from me?
The only means of alleviating the situation with Teleme is to give the priests their tablets back. So, if you don't want your son to suffer their wrath, it would be best if I could retrieve them discreetly.
Bran and the rest of the exiles are hiding in the woods, beyond the stone circle. If you want to take the tablets away from them without being seen, do not take the path on the left. It is riddled with traps. And please, do not hurt my son.
左の方は罠を仕掛けてる。でもそういうとこって大体なんかのあったりせえへん？とりあえずまっすぐ行っての左。何あの赤いの。 見えない。見えない。ここじゃ分が悪いな。くそ。見えない。危ない。爆発？おお、早ない爆発すんの。びっくりしてんけど。あれ、道逆やねんけどな。ここが罠だらけなんやろ。違ったっけ。左を通らん方がええ。一回タイミング狂うとすぐやられちゃう。地帯多分左ってどう見て左なん？左側はトラップ仕掛けられてる。キャンプエリア。
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
These people have been banished already. There's no need to add death to their list of punishments. Let's try not to fight.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
In that case, we should avoid taking the left path. If I remember correctly what that woman said, it's booby-trapped.
左側罠、あ、こう行くなってことか。ブービートラップ。罠ってどういうこと？
Do it! What are you doing here? I'm not here to fight you, but I must retrieve the tablets of Saint Matthias.
What? How do you know we have them?
And how?
Not for a day. We will not give them back. We lost our homes and families, so the priests lose their sacred stones.
I know that you are seeking vengeance, but the priests will not be the only ones to suffer the consequences of your actions. Your mother helped you, and once they find out about it, she will pay the price in your place. Is that what you want?
They will not suspect her. She's helping them in their research. And even if they found out, they wouldn't hurt her. You are wasting your time.
Perhaps I could do something for you in exchange for the tablets.
You are a Renaigse. You cannot help us.
I am also an Onol Manawi. So?
We want to join the Sengeden Anadas, Deirdre's clan. But she only accepts warriors, and not all of us are warriors. Give us a family and a home, and we will give you back the priest's stones.
Very well. I will go and see her. I hope that we manage to convince Deirdre.
デルドレと交渉する。ふすまっていうん？トラップの方行ったらどうなんねやろ。ああ。いや、なんかやばそう。タブレデルドレと交渉。デルドレってこいつふすまって書いてるけど。
So, what did Deirdre say?
I haven't had the time to take care of it yet. I will come back once it's done.
あ、こいつじゃないんやな。くそー、75% を失敗しちゃったか。お、すぐ出た。見えへん。お、くそ。お、倒してるやんこいつ。強いな。俺避けるので精一杯やったわ。なんかビレッジっぽいのがある。デルドレってあれ？あ、全然遠いやん。 東にとりあえず行かなあかん。嘘やろ。あんまり離れたらこうなっちゃうからな。倒しかけやったのに全回復はないやろ。お、もうちょいでレベル上がる。なんやろこの音。トラベルするとこ、あ、もうちょい、あれ。何？一瞬黒くなった。あ、スキルの祭壇ある。ん？もうすぐレベル上がるから、突進力がやばいな。あ、 ちょっと苦手やわ。レベル上がったんや。走行回復、味方も回復、これで OK やな。あと1。いろいろ見て回りたいんやけど、とりあえず引っかかるな。なんやこいつら。
Ah, you are from the continent, are you not? You are different than the people from here.
Delighted to see you again, Sister Ephesia.
Father Petrus, is that really you? What are you doing here?
Merely a courtesy call.
How might I help you?
How has your mission fared up until now, sister?
Not very well, I'm afraid. I haven't been able to get much from these villagers. Their chief and their priest are evasive when questioned. As for the other natives, their behavior can be quite odd. They'll spend hours just staring into the void. But as soon as I come close, they chase me away. They frighten me, I must admit. There is a heavy veil of evil here. I feel it, but I'm not able to find from whence it comes. Perhaps you should talk to them. They may speak to you. Anything else?
Have you been here for a long time?
Since the beginning of my investigation. A few weeks, perhaps, although it feels like months. I'm not particularly fond of the wild, and I find this place unsettling.
I see.
Anything else?
That will be all, Sister Ephesia. Thank you.
なんか待ってなったけど、何あれ。別のミッション。あ、なんかあったな。クエスト。あ、これのことかな。ここにはいろいろと用事がある。バラン。
Good day. Are you the wise man of this village?
Burt tir dumad renaikse. I am the Donegad. Yes.
I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
The people of your island are constantly asking questions, yet reject any answers that displease them. Questions have no value when one already claims to know the answers.
But
it is your case. You believe you know the answers. You seek only their echo. Answer your own questions. At least then the answers will please you, and we shall be done with your foolishness.
That is not what I...
Qua awelem seg. May your answers fill your day with bounty.
全然質問させてくれんかったな。これでよかったん？何の収穫もなかったんちゃう？あ、デルトレ。
Bertirtumad on Olmenawi. I am Deirdre, daughter of Enora, daughter of Rowena, Mal of this clan. Is it you who helped my warriors discover what the men of the Red Sun were doing?
Indeed.
Then I thank you. It's probably because you are an Onolmenawi that you are different from the other Renaigse. What do you seek?
I come on behalf of the exiles of Vik-Sonegad. They'd like to join your clan.
Some already have done. The others should just do like them and undergo the trials of the warriors.
But not all of them are warriors.
We're about to go to war. Those who do not know how to fight have no place amongst the Sengeden Anadas.
I implore you to reconsider, Deirdre. Though they may not all be fighters, these people will know how to make themselves useful in your village.
Very well. You have helped us, and I trust in your judgment. You can tell the exiles that I'm waiting for them. Anything more?
Can you tell me something about your beliefs?
We believe that we are part of an everything, and that life depends on a balance that comes from this everything. Our strength is drawn from that which we protect. All that surrounds us, and that which surrounds us feeds and protects us in return.
What can you tell me about your rituals?
Ah, I have heard this question before. You sound like the Mind Shaker woman. The rituals are the business of the Donegada, not of the Renoigse. Anything more?
Concerning this story about a cult...
Enough. Enough questions. I have nothing more to say.
I'm glad I managed to convince her. Now we'll be able to retrieve the tablets, and the exiles will have a clan once more.
もうちょい質問なかったっけ？住民に話聞けと。
Leave me be! Even your thoughts are loud and break my beak!
Can't you leave us alone?
Traitor. An Anolmenawi does not wear the dress of the strangers.
もう全然何言ってるかわからん。みんな祈ることしかしてないな。あ。
Good day.
Do you want something?
Could you answer a few questions?
Questions. It is a word that you adore. Let us play a game. If you answer my questions, I will answer yours.
If it's the only way to get answers, then let's play.
I am pleased. We will have fun. But beware, no lies. What name is given the place from where you come?
I come from Serene, a grand city on the continent of Gikea.
Really? It is possible that you come from there, but I believe that this is not your land. Your turn.
Could you tell me more about your beliefs?
What a strange question. I don't believe. I know. Nature is alive. A forest is like a village. Every river, every rock, every beast, the land itself, all live, all speak to us. In exchange for these gifts, we honor her, give her our dead. This is the way of things. We do everything in our power to protect her. Let's try something else. Are you on Almanawi with your land? Or did you inherit your link from your parents?
I'm not bound. Or at least I haven't done anything in particular to bind myself.
Then it was your parents. One of them at least must have been Donegal. Your turn.
What can you tell me about the rituals?
Oh, I see what interests you. You want to know how our warriors are so strong, but I don't have an answer. It is a secret of the Donegal. The rituals I know are made to celebrate nature, to honor and bring her blessings upon us. It was fun. More than with the woman who makes light. She did not want to play.
あれ、もうちょい話。
Do you want something? Enough questions.
あれ、この人以外もおるの？くそ、一回じゃ得れんかったか。この上も？上は家だけか。おらんな。検索エリアの村の住民に尋ねる。こいつらは違うんか。結局一緒やもんな。こっちも村おった。
Birtir to Mad on Almanawi. What do you want?
Tell me about the missionaries that came here. Those who wear the symbol of the sun on their clothing.
When they came, they spoke about their bright and shiny god. They told us we were wrong, said that nature was just nature, and not to be worshipped. These men know nothing. We ignored them. They finally left, and then the woman came to us. She sniffed around everywhere, asking many questions, just like you. I was told that she tried to enter my own home. I even saw her trying to follow me in the woods. She must be careful. It is easy to get lost in the woods, or cross paths with wild beasts.
This question will seem strange to you, but do you know anything about a demon?
A demon?
A dark spirit, if you prefer.
No. There is no such thing as dark spirits. Your question is not strange. Foolish, perhaps.
You're different from the others. What is your role in the village?
Different? Why?
Well, for one, you answer me when I speak.
You others, when we don't answer you, you start digging for answers everywhere else. I am a gatherer. I hunt a little. I do my part for the life of the village.
What can you tell me about the beliefs of your village?
The beliefs of the village? That is a strange question for an Onol Manawi. Our beliefs are the same as those of the other clans. We believe in the earth that carries us and feeds on our dead, in the rain that quenches us and drowns us, in the beasts that feed us, and in those that eat us. I do not know what more I can say to you. Everyone shares these beliefs.
What can you tell me about your rituals?
Our rituals? Nothing. Nothing at all. They do not concern me. I am not a Denegad. Even you should be able to tell that. Why you bother me with these questions? I am only a gatherer. Go and bother someone else.
I must leave now. Thank you for your help.
そんな困った質問した？
Go away, Renaig say. You are not welcome in my home.
お前んちか。入れそうな家やったけど。
Anything new?
No. The investigation has gone stale. The villagers won't even engage in conversation with me now. Perhaps you should talk to them. They may speak to you.
I managed to exchange a few words with some villagers, but I admit they don't seem keen to talk.
And did they tell you anything worth sharing?
I know little more about their beliefs. They worship nature and do not intend to change. It is certainly different from the luminous faith, but it's hardly demonic worship. Yet, there's something strange about this village. One of the villagers that spoke with me seemed truly worried. On edge, even.
I think I know of whom you speak. A man always looking over his shoulder. He often sneaks out of the village like a thief. I attempted to follow him, but he always eludes me. I tried to get into his hut to see if he was hiding anything. But someone was always there.
Then we should give it a try. Perhaps we'll fare better.
This fellow did not seem very honest to me. If he's hiding something from us, perhaps we can find out what it is by searching his house.
He doesn't look inclined to let us in. We'll have to distract him.
I wonder if that eccentric young lady could help us. She seems to like you. Or, of course, we could create a diversion by breaking some of these pots.
I can pretend to be clumsy, but we'll have to work fast, and it will only work once.
この人な。
Do you want something?
Might I ask you a few questions about the villagers?
More questions? You really like this game. You really do.
If we could avoid the...
Very well. But be brief then, because it is not good fun.
What can you tell me about that man down there? I spoke to him, and he seemed nervous.
Don't hold it against him. The people of the light have already questioned us. That makes him distrustful. He is a man of few words, but he is devoted to the village and listens to the Denegad with great attention. He is a gatherer, but everyone knows he wants to become the next Voglendijk, the next servant of Denegad.
Where does this man live?
Down there. His dwelling is right in front of my own.
I would like to take a look inside.
What? Why would you want to do that? It is his home. You have nothing to do there if you are not invited.
I really must go inside. I need to clarify something. If you can help us.
My child, I understand you might be shocked by this request, but have no fear. We have no intention of taking or destroying anything. We would just like to put to rest a few rumors.
You are one of them, aren't you? One of these men who shake our minds. A man of the light.
Well, that's correct. I am a priest of Teleme.
All of that are just words. And it is not fun. If you want my help, I want the hat of the mind shaker woman.
帽子？
What? Is that some sort of joke?
Yes, it is. So, perhaps she will stop coming to bother me when it is I who am wearing her hat.
Very well. I will go and ask her. But I cannot promise that she will accept.
しゃあないな、もう。その帽子ちょうだい。
Did you learn anything?
No, nothing more. Were you able to get inside the nervous man's hut?
I'm working on it.
Anything else?
This may seem a strange request, but I have something to ask. I need you to give me your hat, so that I might sneak into the house of the native.
My hat? I don't see how it could possibly make you more discreet. Is this some sort of joke?
No. A woman is willing to help me in exchange for your bonnet.
Go ahead and mock. It matters not. My mission takes precedence over my pride. Take it.
うん。さすがやな、この人は。使命を優先する。うん。できる人やな。
Do you want something?
帽子。
Here, I present to you her hat.
Very well. I shall distract him, but be discreet and very quick. And be respectful of what you find there. Be good.
Okay.
Oi! Toiges! Ready, I'm ready.
これシャガモンってほんま意味ないんじゃん。
This painting is frightening. Evoking war. A massacre. A bloodbath under the likeness of a grimacing face. This altar is incredibly morbid. I wonder what sort of spirit can be venerated in this way.
This is exactly the kind of proof we've been looking for. An evil cult, far from some naive veneration of nature and other island spirits.
あと一個なかった。
What a horrible mask. How can someone wear such a thing unless they're worshipping some dark creature?
I will admit that it's rather ghastly, but I'm almost certain that the warriors of this island wear these things in battle.
All these gruesome and bloody horrors leave no room for doubt. There is a demonic cult here. We should go tell Sister Ephesia.
妹？ほんまの妹じゃないんやろ。
Did you learn anything?
No, nothing more. Were you able to get inside the nervous man's hut?
I was able to sneak into the hut of our mystery man.
And what did you discover?
Some troubling things. A ritual mask, a rather morbid altar, and a fresco depicting a massacre.
By the light! To think these unholy things were so near. Finally, the proof we need that there's a blood-worshipping cult here. They cannot perform their heinous pagan rituals in the village, and I'm certain that it's where our nervous friend sneaks off to. I failed to find where he goes, but you have already proven more competent than I.
I shall try. Hopefully he won't lead us into a trap.
Thank you for your help. And good luck.
We should wait until nightfall and follow him.
村の出口。あれこれか。まあ、せっかくここに来てるし、さっきこれやるか。お、ちゃんとハットかぶってるやん。
You Renaiks know how to make great houses and giant boats, but you are too crazy to hear the voice of nature.
会話してくれんねや。この辺かな。
Here we could hide and wait. We would be able to see where the sleepless boy goes during nightfall.
Wake up, Greenblood. He's easy.
早っ。今ちょっとバレたと思った。これ敵と戦わなあかんやん。
Where could our man have gone?
These strange roots are forming some kind of door. This must be where he went.
ここ？罠にかかっちゃった。
My child, you are very pale, as if you just saw something terrible.
That's precisely what has happened. For a brief moment, I was this tree.
This is truly some strange sorcery. What exactly did you see? Perhaps it is some sort of key.
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning striking, pierce me through and through. A sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and flames began to devour me. Life left me. All was calm and I had a taste of cinder in my mouth. In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots. And at the very heart of my being, I felt the sap begin to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated. I have never experienced anything like it before.
結局何が言いたかった？なんか模様があるな。この雷か。これは氷？
Here this looks like a snowflake. The snow, or maybe ice. This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it's supposed to evoke death. This stone has an image of the moon. On this stone, the sun is visible. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life? The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. I'm certain. The drawing on this stone resembles a symbol that must represent the earth.
でなんかね言ってる日これももう一回説明してくれへん？多分言ってた説明通り順番に火が燃えて雷に打たれてとかなんか言ってなかった？これこれは人物やろ、これは大陸やろ、これはモンスター。まず火やろ。あれ？もう一回説明して。
Tell us again exactly what you saw, my child.
もう一回。嵐で、あ、嵐でか。空、炎上、雷。
Sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and flames began to devour me. Life left me. All was calm, and I had a taste of cinder in my mouth. In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots, and at the very heart of my being, I felt the sap begin to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated. I have never experienced anything like it before.
とりあえず嵐やろ。で、雷。で、炎上。その後覚えてない。黒くなる。樹液流れ込む。雨、命かな。ビジョン違った。あ、
I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
忘れちゃった。ちょっともう一回言うて。あれ、もう一回言うてくれんの？大地とか言うてたっけ？ひたすらやっていくしかないか。雨降ったんやったっけ？
I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
Maybe a mighty protection in this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
黒。
This stone has an image of the moon.
嵐の雷の火で炎上ちゃうこの黒ずむんかな。で命でマジか。雨やった。雨やったっけさっき。
This stone has an image of the moon. This stone has an image of the moon.
違う。月とかもう一回説明くれへん？
Tell us again exactly what you saw, my child.
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning strike, piercing through and through. A sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant. Flames began to devour me. Life left me.
人生がするとして口の中にするこれがよう分からへん。
In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots. And at the very heart of my being, I felt the sap begin to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated. I have never experienced. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water.
神明
Evidently, I shouldn't have let this.
Maybe a mighty protection in this battle.
さっき神明
This stone is blackened, eaten away.
食べ尽くされる。なんか味がどうこうなやつやな。みんな次これちゃうんで、大地の神明。違った。あ、そっか、神明やから生命か。命やな。そっか。やっとわかった。嵐、稲妻、 炎を、これやろ。で水やろ。で命。
This island really is full of surprises and mysteries. This weird puzzle actually opened the door.
OK、やったや。やったや、もう。意外に道が分かれてんねんけど、そうでもなかった。そうでもなかった。全然明るくなれへんやん。
Close duis, atuda yam canadedole, tadulan vorandi, alaun eleis agen ole vei. Closi garamam italami olflinau ich egrem. Closi cadem tayentis olarabeni a ol slai. Fanqua sakengedem fradem adigalem. Linquid winterbus o galansani. Tugombenis gremos nigawi. Renkasie crimaderem denegau edent. Clos duis aruject nes diri.
Lois des Raman ades Gideon, Arenta. Esquarnu Fradi, Damagengadan, Yadiga Ladandian. Esquarnu Fradi, Dawe Gaishidon. Agesquarnu Fradi, Dawe Gremosonabui.
There is no longer any doubt. The creature who was talking through this tree is a demon.
In any case, Teleme's story suddenly sounds way more plausible. The Denegad who performed the ritual was the villagers. We should go talk to Deirdre.
戦うんかと思ってたら一旦下がんのか。行き止まり？道が違った。デルドへに報告せなあかん。
What do you seek?
We found your sanctuary and assisted in one of your blood rituals. Was the apparition we witnessed the demon the priests were talking about?
What is clear is these priests know nothing, and you know nothing.
I am not from Teleme. I cast no judgment upon your beliefs. But if you want us to help you, you need to help us understand.
I doubt that you would be able to understand, but very well. I'll attempt to help you make sense of what you witnessed.
The ritual you saw is a ceremony to summon forth the strength of our warriors. Our people have always lived in harmony with nature. Our very existence revolves around her. She talks to us and takes on many faces. What you have witnessed is just one of many. Confronting the threat that the Renoixi make up, we called them for their blessing, and they appeared to us.
Can we contact them? I mean, is communication possible?
What you witnessed was not a discussion. But if you visit a sanctuary, you may see one of the faces, and then you will be able to talk. Pass the mountains and head to the swamps. There, if you perform the ritual, you will see them come. Though what you will hear may not be to your liking.
悪魔と対面。結局なんかびっくりマークついてんな。
What do you seek?
Speaking of a demon,
I already told you. The only way to see one of the faces is to visit the swamps. Anything more?
I need to be going.
びっくりマークあんま意味なかった。先にそしたらこれやっとくか。こっちの道は何なんやろ。特にこれといってなしか。こっち行けたっけ？無理やんな。また後で行けるようになるのかな。まだ向こうにおった。 間違えた。霧が晴れてきた。こっちが霧コインか。キャラバンか。お前はまだおったんか。ダントリグ。一通り見てるな。これでこう回りでいけば、あとは硬い。やっぱ仲間は誰かってめっちゃ強いよな。ありがたいな。あ、間違えた。装甲を破るのに必死やけど、仲間は体力の方を減らしてくれるから。レオイラス。わあ、くそ。強いのレオイラス。そりゃこんだけ兵士やられるわ。そういや、どっか巣潰さなあかんかったよな。お、マジか。なんか亡骸から財布持って行ってもいいよっていう。 あ、荷物が重たい。神聖な指輪、ペトリウス。あ、違う違う。重い、どっかキャンプないかな。キャンプあった。まあキャンプもそうやねんけど、どっか巣を潰さなあかんねんな。巣を潰してくれっていう依頼があってん。ちょっとポーション預けとかなあかんか。ポーション系預けとこう。弾薬もな、こんなにいらんやろ。もっと早く行かへんかな。これで軽くなったかな。あ、逆や。タブレット回収。道を追ってるか。追った。
So, what did Deirdre say?
She accepted to welcome you all into her clan.
I did not think that you'd manage to convince her. You can take the tablets.
Thank you. I hope that you'll be happy in your new family.
Ad Loredar. And you were right. You are more on Olmanawi than Renaigse.
でタブレット回収。エデンに持ち帰る。おお、びっくりした。
What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
Yes, everything is fine. He has joined the Sengedin Anidas and he gave me the tablets.
Really? What about the others? Those who are not fighters? I thought that Dedra did not want them.
I managed to convince her to accept all of the exiles.
I thank you for helping them. It is reassuring to hear that they are in a new clan.
お、評判上がった。基本的には現地人が虐げられてるからな。そうやって助けするよ。長い。
I retrieved your relics.
Thank you. Thank you immensely. Thanks to them, we will be able to continue our research on St. Matthias.
I am curious to know who is responsible for this theft. The culprit must be brought to justice.
I do not want to point the finger at anyone. You have your relics back and that's the only thing that matters.
Your indulgence honors you. But how can we be certain that these thieves will not strike again if they are not punished?
A good start would be to keep a better watch on the priceless treasures that you find.
In any case, you would do well to keep a better watch on your discoveries in the future. You should also pay more attention to those who share this village with you. This theft would never have happened had you truly been in harmony with the natives.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We may have been a bit clumsy in the beginning, but we'll make sure to improve things in the future. You really were a great help. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue helping us.
I might come back at some point, but alas, I'm very busy.
Naturally. Either way, we are certainly capable of continuing our research without you.
Actually, I must go back to my world. Our next expedition must depart as soon as possible.
Your next expedition?
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our founder on this island. In the meantime, here, take this as a token of gratitude for the help you gave us.
Thank you. I hope your expedition will be a success.
金貨50か。調査の結果を待つ。追跡？メインクエストの進行。ってことは、これか。あれ？これも違う。この別のところ。ってことはもう移動か。その前に、その前にここやらなあかんねん。ベドビルビルートを通る旅行者にお願い。このルートの探検に出て戻らなかった。ベドビルビルート。エデンの北に巣を作った北東のルートを通るとき、茂みに入るとき。北東のルート。エデンのこっちやな、北。 ここもあるんちゃうん。まあいいか、とりあえず北東。お、びっくりした。鹿か。茂みとか。こいつらやろ。ここが巣やったやから、北東、北。お、レベル20になった。全能力上げれる。スキルは次は両手大型。シャドーバーストしようか。で、属性やな。石も上げなあかんねんけど、持久力があれば登れんのやったっけ。俊敏性、スタミナ、ピッキング、石、石2やな。もう1上げなあかん。
Take a potion.
いやー、あとスーと遺体を発見せなあかんねんけど、なんちゃら通りってどこのこと言うてんの？おう、びっくりした。このいつを毎回びっくりさせやがって。これサウスやな。北やろ、北のエデンってどこや？確かエデンの村がこれやから、これの北で、ビル、この通りか？この通りらへんちょっと探すか。帰ってこんかった。いっぱい死体はあってんけど、そことは違うんかな。ここ下いっぱいあったで。あれ？リスポーンしたんかな。まだ来てないとこやったらいいけど、リスポーンかな。茂みの中に巣があるかも。地帯なあ。あのマークは、ワールド移動か。毎回こういう死体、こういうことじゃないの？死体いっぱいあるけど。 こいつらは数が分からへんな。この死体またあるけど違うんやろ。分からへん。張り紙のクエストはいつも難しい。もう時間やんか。クエストだけ終わらしたかったけど厳しいか。死体もなく巣もなく、なんちゃら通りとかエデンの北側とか書いてくれてはおんねんけど、通りってベドルウグベドビルビルやもんな。ベドビルビやもんな。マップ変わる？もう罠は解除してくれたんか。解除したところでやしな。死体はない。巣もない。やばい、時間があれへん。こっち あ、あった。オッケー。あとは死体がどこにあるかやな。なんちゃらルートってのはどこのこと言うてんねやろ。別のマップかな。ベドルーグ、そう。ベドビルグ、なんか、ちょっと名前が違うねんな。ここよりかは北やと思うねんけどな。こんなに分かれへんもんかいな。死体はどこや、死体は。向こうのことなんかな。まだ行かれへんだけなんかな。まだ行かれへんだけかな。後回しにするか。とりあえずもう時間やな。とりあえずマップ移動して売るだけ売ってやめよう。これ全部見て回ったよな。あ、遺体あった。こんな端っこにあったんや。よかった。ベドビルビーで、とりあえずいらんもん売って、こっち、これの方が強い。精度3。 この銀河、売却じゃないね、装備やねん。こっちを撃って、こんなもんかな。あとちょっとポーションを作れるだけ作って、こう別にな。ポーションポーション作れば作るほど重たくなるな。とりあえずこんなもんでっか。もう時間やな。これで終わっとこう。多分新しいマップやろ。ここな。よし、じゃあこの辺で保存。で終わっとこう。よし。いやー、今日夜な、デッドバイデイライトやろうか。どうしようかな。まあその時の気分次第やな。まあまた今日ちょっとでも見てくれた人たちはありがとうございます。また時間があれば見てください。それでは配信終わります。では。